I'm Merveille Lukeba. I play Thomas. Thomas is, I think it's fair to say, he's a nice guy. You know, he's just come from Congo in search of a better life, and he's polite, he's considerate, caring, doesn't mean no harm, you know. And he arrives with this perception that everyone else is going to be like that. But as it turns out, eventually he discovers that not everyone is like him, and I think that's the best part of this series for him. His realization gradually that England is not quite what I expected it to be. So yeah, that's Thomas.
I'm Lisa, I play Pandora, and she's just really naive, really innocent, until she meets Effie, who kind of opens her up to this kind of world of naughtiness, and she's never experienced anything quite like it before, and she's just kind of excited to just rebel against her mum, who's really overprotective. And if your parents are that overprotective, it's going to make you kind of forced to think, I need to do something to kind of stop them from thinking I'm a little kid anymore, even though she does act a little bit like a child sometimes, just by the phrases she uses. But I think she gets a lot of the phrases she says from her mum, so I think she just wants to be her own person, not someone her mum wants her to be. And I think it's a lot about growing up and meeting boys and just rebelling a little bit, but she can't quite do it quite right. She can't rebel, really. Everything she does comes across as innocent, even if it's just bad. Even if it's just bad, it comes across.
In the first episode, she has sort of one aim of the one thing she wants to achieve at college with surf and turf. Can you explain surf and turf?
Surf and turf is a phrase she uses throughout the series. It basically means sex, and I was a bit confused. Me and Kai were like, what the hell, what does surf and turf really mean? And what it is that when Katie's going on about her boyfriend taking her for surf, turf and shots, basically he's taking her out for this meal, and there's a meal called surf and turf. I think it's like barbecued shrimp or something, but that's irrelevant. Basically he's taken out for a meal so he can sleep with her, and Effie, in her own clever world, knows that means he's doing something for her for sex, and Pandora picks up on it, and literally all Pandora wants to do is have sex, because she's just, it's the complete thing her mom doesn't want her to do. And I think it's quite a childish view. She doesn't really, it's a shame she's kind of a bit sort of, kind of seeing sex as that sort of way, but it's exciting for her, and I don't know, she gets a bit lost, a bit caught up in it.
The show is a lot of focus on, you know, like you say, it's growing up, teenagers growing up in sex and drugs and stuff. Do you feel comfortable filming the sort of more sort of dramatic scenes, or is it when it's on set? I mean, maybe not even you, but the other cast members are taking the clothes off. What's the sort of atmosphere? Do you sort of wind each other up?
Everyone's very
maybe not me. I had this scene, right, where I'm completely naked. It was a shower scene, but still, it is. I don't think no one will take the piss, because they don't know that the next episode it might be you. So I'll take the piss out of you. So everyone's sort of professional about it. And if you know someone's got a naked scene, you know, unless of course you're Jack, who thrives on getting naked, he doesn't mind. Whereas me, because when I've done my naked scene, I was literally like 2 weeks into the filming the third series, and you don't really know everyone that well, and next thing you know, you're stood in a bathtub completely naked with a crew of about 80 people standing there looking at you. So it's a bit weird, but
they close the set, and they're all respectful, and everyone's really professional, and they do try and make you feel comfortable, even if you're like, oh god. But I think, because I had to do a scene, and I had to do this topless scene, and I had like plastic daisies on, and there was, who plays your little brother and little sister, and they just staring up at me. This little girl, she wouldn't properly look at me, and they go, you have to look at Lisa, the director was going, and she's just going
staring.
And then the boy was giggling, and like, oh, it was quite nerve-wracking, but it's something you've not got to do, but it's written in the script, so you just embrace it.
You prepare yourself for anything, you know. I could walk in, I don't know, and they told me that I got a scene where I'm naked in a park, I will not be taken by surprise because it's Skins. You know, you just never know what you're going to be asked to do, so you got to mentally prepare yourself to do literally anything. So
like you say, you're prepared for anything when you're doing Skins. What did your families think when you were like, oh, I'm going to be in this lead role? Because it's not the sort of show you sit down with your mum and grandma and watch.
I did sit down with my mum and watch the first series, and we were fans of the show, the first series, and then they don't even really talk to me about the stuff. I haven't really properly told them really what I have to do, but I hint at it. Don't watch it. Just don't.
My mum hadn't really watched the show, so she sat me down the other day. She said, "Merv, what kind of show is this?" I said, "Mum, it's a teen show." And she looked at me and I said, "So expect the worst." And that's all I said and walked out. So I'll leave her to ponder on that. When she sees her son naked in the shower, she'll up to all kinds of nonsense in the series. Yeah. I don't think I'll watch it with anyone. No way. It's too embarrassing.
My nan watched the episode I was in last year. My nan. Oh, it's a bit risque. It's quite funny. I was like, oh, please don't watch it. But they want to support you, so I'm just like, as long as I'm not around when they're watching it. And then I go up for tea around my nan's most Tuesdays, and I'm just dreading the next Tuesday, because after it's on, I just don't want to go up. I don't want them to see it. It's quite scary.
The sort of success of the original cast is quite astounding, really. They're all going off and doing their new things. Does that make you sort of more nervous, or is that just a positive thing, that the success of the show?
It's a positive thing. It's just
definitely not nervous. Definitely not nervous. And I think it's important for, obviously, because we're the new cast of Skins, we're going to be compared to the last cast, obviously. But in terms of their career-wise, I don't think their success adds any pressure on us. I don't think so. But yeah, they're all doing brilliantly. That Dev is up for an Oscar or something. Yeah, they're all going on to do other things. So it shows that obviously this show, for a lot of them, put them on the map, and hopefully it can have the same effect on us.
It's a good launch pad for us, and it's just hopefully everyone will take it as a new thing and break down the sort of their closed mind views, because the audience have to go through the kind of change that you have to go through when a college student goes to uni and they split up from all their friends, and they're experiencing that loss almost through the new cast. And it's I think that's really clever of Skins to kind of make the audience express that change, because they couldn't have moved on, they couldn't have made any new stories, and it just gives it's an exciting new way to tell new stories with a new bunch of people. And if they don't like it, then
there comes a point where you gotta, there's only so much you can do with a set of cast members. So I think they got to the point where they had to. They didn't, because with Skins, it's important for them not to be. They don't like to follow trend on this show. They want to be original, and if they kept the same cast from the last series, they've already done so much with them that the next step might be to start doing things that are a bit predictable, and you've already done that, that's a bit boring. So they just decided to freshen it up and say, okay, then we've used them. Let's bring in a whole new bunch of people and
even
see what they can do.
I guess some storylines will get compared to the storylines last year, and people might think that a few storylines in this, I think most of them are quite different, but there might be a storyline or two that are quite similar.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're similar and happen to a different cast, it's almost like, how do different people react in different to the same situation, even different people all react differently. And I think that's a good thing about having a new cast, because you can see how these bunch of teenagers deal with growing up
in this way, and this new bunch of teenagers react to it in this way.